Now I was gonna ask you about the movie, Straight Outta Compton. Now you was portrayed in the movie, right?
Oh yeah. You can't tell the story. You can't tell the truth about nothing out of Compton if I ain't in the middle of it.
Right,
Nothing.
right. So I
But
wanted
yeah.
to ask you, what was your perspective on your portrayal? So for the viewers who may not know, like when they, I guess they showed when they first started making gangster rap, and how did you really feel about it at that time? Because it was kind of something new. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the funny part about it, man. I tell people, man, do the math. We talking about 85. Wasn't no gangster rap back in 85, man.
Right.
You might have had Just Ice. That's it. Maybe Ice T. Maybe. But there was no gangster rap in the 80s. And basically, man, I tell cats all the time, everything you saw on Straight Outta Compton never really happened. Cube didn't play do those. Cube played Skateland. Cube was too young to come and do those. Okay. I never heard Cube do a gangster rap in my life, and I went to a concert about 4 or 5 years ago. So it was Hollywood, man. Hollywood, that's where the magic comes in at. So they tell the story the way they want to tell it, but like I tell people, man, do the math, dude. Do the math. Okay, 1985. You couldn't find it. We were still partying, man. New Jack was still around. It wasn't no gangster rap around then. Okay, and they made it work for them. I ain't mad at them, but my portrayal of the movie, I'm cool. Because like I told them, one thing about me, Doc, I've been a hustler and player all my life. All you gotta do is give me an opportunity. I'm gonna make it happen. And by putting me in the movie, they gave me opportunity. They changed my life for the better. Some people think I'm an asshole, and I can be, okay? But I'm a boss, and that's part of being a boss. Sometimes being a boss, you ain't gonna do what you're gonna do things that your employees ain't gonna feel is proper. Okay, they might not like it. We don't like $5. We don't like $5 gallon gas, but we still deal with it. Okay, we don't like
No
the fact.
doubt.
We don't like the fact that inflation is high as hell. You go to get a hamburger, you need $10. Nobody. That's a boss move by the hamburger manufacturers. So it is what it is, Doc. And like I said, basically, I'm a pretty cool cat. But when my back is against the wall, like any real man, I got to come out swinging. Okay. And
Oh,
sometimes when you push the button, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the nuclear explosion. Don't push the button, motherfucker.
yeah. No doubt, no doubt. But you gave them an opportunity too, right? Because to my understanding, Easy, what is it, Boys in the Hood? They recorded it at your studio, right?
I'm sitting in my studio right now, Doc, the same studio that they did all that shit in. Everything you saw
Wow.
Everything you saw in that movie, I'm still sitting in the same room. I've been in my property for 30 some odd years. I live in a nice neighborhood. I got a nice house. I got a nice neighborhood. I never moved. I ain't got to go nowhere. Anybody looking for me because I never portrayed to be something I wasn't. And all the gangsters that I know, they love me. All the non-gangsters I know love me. So anybody looking for Lonzo. So and those who looking for me, they're looking to either give me a check or pat on the back. So it's I'm still here. So as I look around this room, these walls can talk, like people say all the time. It'd have a hell of a story.
Man, wow. What they call it, when they find them old houses and stuff. It's a historic site, man. They need to preserve
Historical. I
that.
bought my house from another musical guy. That if I told you his name, you wouldn't. You had to look him up to see how bad he was because he was back in the '60s. He was down there before my time. But I bought my house from him, and he was a musical cat named Johnny Otis. So the legend continues, man. I'm running to people that's in their 70s and 80s that used to record in my studio back in the day. So it's just I'm part of a legacy, man, and I'm starting to understand that in more ways than one. Not just a hip hop legacy, just a musical legacy here on the West Coast that was able to continue through my efforts. I'm not, like I said, I don't really play an instrument, and I ain't no hell of a rapper, but I stay in the mix. I keep putting people on. That's my job. That's my call to duty is to put people on. So I'm doing showcases. I got a television channel right now called the Homegrown Media Network on the Roku platform. That's one of my shows. In fact, two of my shows. All I do is put people on. I can put you out there for the public. The public got to make the final decision. I'm gonna introduce you to the public. Okay, the public got to make the final decision. That ain't me. It ain't my call. Your music and your personality will determine if people want to mess with you or not. And that's something I tell people all the time. If your music and your personality, it's two things. It's a two-edged sword. Both of them got to come together to make a hit record.